Part 1. Planning and Preparation. Spring of 1803, the United States President Thomas Jefferson picked a man named Meriwether Lewis as commander for an upcoming expedition. Lewis knew that he could not handle this expedition by himself, so he wrote a letter to his former comrade William Clark. William, shortly after receiving his letter, writes back to Lewis telling him that he will join him on the expedition. On July 4th, only after a couple months of training, word gets out that the United States has just bought the Louisiana Territory from France for $15 million. This purchase is the single biggest real estate deal in history. The United States just bought over 500 million acres of land for only 3 cents an acre. This purchase makes the United States almost twice as big. After the Louisiana Purchase, a construction of a keel boat starts. Once the construction of the big keel boat is finished, Lewis takes the boat, his slave named York, and his dog down the Ohio River. Lewis picks up Clark and some recruitments along the way. Part 2. Exploration. What did Lewis and Clark set off to do in the new land? First, they tried to find a river that would lead to the Pacific Ocean for easy trading and colonization. Second, they tried to establish peaceful relationships with the natives. Third, they tried to collect information of animals, plants, weather, and climate of the unknown region. Fourth, they will map the unknown region. Lewis and Clark knew that the adventure out to the west will not be easy, so they left camp on May 14th, 1804 with around 4 dozen other men. They were called the Corps of Discovery. The Corps of Discovery left on one big keel boat and 2 smaller boats down the Missouri River. On August 3rd, the first official meeting with the natives took place. The Ottawa and Missouri Native American tribes were there. The captains established a routine. The captains would hand out peace medals, 15-star flags, and other gifts. Then they will hold a parade and show off technology to the natives, like magnets, compasses, telescopes, and Lewis's air gun. Lastly, the captains will give out a speech saying the Indians have a new great father, and promise them peace and prosperity if the tribes did not cause any trouble. On August 20th, the first American soldier west of the Mississippi passed away. His name was Sergeant Charles Floyd and is believed to have died from a burst appendix. August 30th is when the Corps of Discovery has a friendly council with the Yankton Sioux tribe, and again peace medals and gifts are given out. On September 7th, the team finally hits the Great Plains. They see new animals never recorded before, like coyotes, antelope, mule deer, and many others. 178 plants and 122 animals are recorded from the Great Plains. On September 25th, the team's journey through the West is stopped by a Native American tribe called the Tent Sioux. The tribe would not let the Corps of Discovery pass unless they gave them their boats. A fight nearly happened but was defused by the tribe's chief. Nervously, the team then spent 3 days with the tribe before setting off. On November 4th, the team finds Sacagawea and she joins them on their expedition. She helps them translate Native American language and helps them find their way. On April 7th, after surviving through the grueling winter, Lewis and Clark dispatch the big keel boat with a dozen of men, maps, reports, Indian artifacts, and scientific experience back to Thomas Jefferson. On April 29th, the explorers are amazed to find tons of wildlife in an area to what is now known as Montana. The same day, past the Yellowstone River, Lewis and some other hunters take down a grizzly bear after shooting it multiple times. June 2nd is another time when the explorers come to a stop. Some men believe that following the North Fork of the river is still part of the Missouri River and is the way to go, but others think the South Fork is the way to go. After some debating, they all decide to follow the South Fork. On June 13th, the team finds Missouri River Falls. Now the team knows that they are going the right direction, but they soon find that there is more than one fall, so they had to make an 18-mile detour. On August 8th, Sacagawea starts noticing more areas from before she was kidnapped. She knows the Shoshone tribe is nearby. August 17th, after Lewis and Clark discover the Shoshone tribe, they are rewarded by horses because they returned the chief's sister, Sacagawea. Late September, After finally getting past the Rocky Mountains, the starving survivors find the Nez Perce tribe. The explorers are fed and taught on how to make new canoes. November 7th, the explorers finally find the Pacific Ocean. In Clarkson's own words, he writes, "Ocean in view, oh the joy." On November 24th, the explorers have to make a very tough choice on when to spend the winter. York and Sacagawea are also able to vote. It will nearly be 60 years before any African American can vote, and almost a century before any woman and Native American can vote. The group decides to pass to the south side of Columbia before making camp. Near the end of July of 1806, almost 6 months after traveling back from their home from the Pacific Ocean, the explorers see 8 Blackfeet warriors in the distance. In the morning of July 27th, the explorers wake up to find the Blackfeet Native Americans stealing their horses. They kill 2 Blackfeet Native Americans but quickly leave because of the possibility that more Native Americans are there. On September 23rd, the corpse of Discovery makes it back to their first American civilization. This surprises most civilians because they were assumed to be dead. In the fall, the captains are named heroes and they travel to Washington, D.C. One Capitol senator tells Lewis that it is just like he returned from the moon. The workers receive 320 acres of land, which is double the pay of the original, and the captains are rewarded 1,600 acres of land. Lewis is then declared governor of the Louisiana Territory, and William is made an Indian agent for the West and a brigadier general of the territory's militia.